Evening all, and welcome back to Factorio. I'm joined as ever by an gamer who, hello, who isn't waiting for landfill anymore.
No, because it just takes too long. So
yeah, I don't think the machine's getting enough stone, so...
No. So I'm just going to pick up a ton of furnaces, and I'm going to go start setting this up.
Don't forget we want to move that, the two rails.
The top one.
The top one wants to be moved up and lined up with that roundabout there. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Run it all the way through.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And then the horizontal one, or vertical one, I should say, sorry, on the left, can be moved over if you want to.
Yeah, it can.
Moved over to where the rocket control unit build is, and that build can be moved. So.
Yeah, but we don't need to move the build, do we?
We don't, but I mean, you could move it over and like put it in there.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, we want to bring it back and line it up again with that roundabout that I just pinned, and then move the advanced circuit pickup to just be the other side of the roundabout, and then that would be lovely. You'd have another square there, but then that wouldn't work because the advanced circuits wouldn't be. They're in the way. They're and they need doubling all the way down. That needs.
Yeah, we need a lot more advanced circuits.
Another. I think it needs 6 lines, like 6 rows of what I've got there. So it's got 2, but we need 6 of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fun. I've run out of
a lot to do. All right, let's you know what? Let's go over here, and we'll start by extending this. So, as you all know, we're recording 3 episodes on the same day. Every Saturday we record, and incidentally, tomorrow is my birthday, Sunday, when the Sunday episode went up. And we have big plans for the menu, because we can't go out and eat at the moment in Thailand. It's just not possible because of COVID. Everything is shut down. So we are making a home restaurant tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. We are making we're making a homemade Caesar salad with homemade dressing, homemade croutons, everything. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing.
Sounds yummy.
That's the starter. And then we are going to make... oh, I need to put down some chests. Then we're going to make flank steak, a side of beef, I guess. And that is, it's a 750 gram side of beef for 2 people. So we're hungry in our family. You can see that I'm hungry from my figure, but you can't really see it from. You can't really see it on my wife's figure that she's hungry too, and she's more hungry than I am. Yeah. So I just made marinade for the flank steak. It's gonna be amazing. I made a marinade of olive oil, Worcester sauce, a little bit of beer in there, garlic, a lot of garlic. I love garlic.
Right, so I'm taking the day off work tomorrow and flying out to you. And we'll ignore that they'll stop me coming. That's.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. And then ice cream for dessert. And cold potato salad. We'll be making homemade cold potato salad. I can't wait. My mouth is watering just from thinking about it.
It does sound pretty good, actually. It's
It's gonna be amazing. So I made the marinade today for the flank steak, and we put it in the marinade already. So it's going to marinate for a full 20 hours or so.
Ooh, very nice.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
It certainly sounds good. It certainly sounds good.
It's going to be amazing. So,
Right, Spidertron, you're gonna.
And on top of that, in around 30 minutes, Arsenal is gonna start crushing Manchester City. It's just.
It's funny you're saying it, because I know this
day.
episode's going to go out on Thursday, and you're talking about stuff that's going to happen in half an hour after recording it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah. I know the answers. I know. I future me already knows the answers.
Yeah. And they're all gonna be true. All my postulates are gonna be true.
Right. Are all your football predictions correct?
Always.
That's why you're a gambling millionaire.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Exactly.
I knew it. You've been holding out on me.
Yeah. But actually, in Fantasy Premier League, I am currently sitting around 300,000 of around 7.5 million players. In Game Week 1, I was at around 44,000. So Game Week 2 wasn't as good, but still pretty good. If you can hit the levels that I've hit through the entire season, then you probably win the Fantasy Premier League. But I won't do that, of course, because I'm not that good. I just think it's fun.
Rocket
And also,
fuel.
I'm not sure that the first prize is like 3 days or 3 matches in England at Premier League games, stuff like that, and travel and everything included. But I'm not sure that counts for Asia.
Yes.
I would expect that they wouldn't want to fly you in from Thailand, because it's a free game to play. I mean, it's free to play.
Yeah, but if they are offering it, and it's
Yeah. At the rails. Right. Have you ever been to an Arsenal game?
not in when it was Highbury.
Oh, okay. So a long time ago.
A long time ago. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I was rather young, and I don't remember if I was a fan of Arsenal before I went or afterwards. If that makes sense.
okay,
I
yeah,
don't know if
yeah, that makes
that's what
sense.
made me. I can't remember because it was very long time ago, and I was
Yeah,
taken there by a friend's uncle.
okay.
Because
I
I
wish
seem
I'd
to
been to Highbury.
I seem to remember him saying, like, oh, you need to go and see a football game. Sometime. I'm like, yeah, I want to go and see a football game, but I've just never, never have. He's
Mm,
like, oh yeah, we'll have to take you, and being very young, taking the train up to London was all a big like, oh, this is
yeah,
this
makes
is this is
sense.
this is all new,
Makes sense.
and I do remember enjoying it. I do remember enjoying a lot of it, but
Mm.
I said I don't know if that's what made me an Arsenal fan or wasn't an Arsenal fan. I don't remember from that far back.
No. I became an Arsenal fan because I played computer game, The Manager, which was before there was something called what's it called now? Football Manager.
Yeah, it's called Foot Manager. So that would have been what, the old Premier Manager '99, that sort of thing.
Oh no, no, before that. Before that, it was just called The Manager,
Oh, okay.
and you didn't just manage the team, you also managed the entire club. So you decided when to expand the stadium, stuff like that.
Yep, yep. That's what the early Premier Manager '99 was my first sort of game into that, and that was
Okay.
how expensive are the hot dogs, how many season tickets you're going to sell, what's the price of the
Yeah.
season tickets, so on and so forth.
Yeah. So maybe The Manager, because it was just called The Manager. So maybe The Manager turned into Premier Manager or something.
Oh, possibly, yeah.
Uh, and the first game I played, I managed Arsenal. I had no idea if they were a big club or not. I'm Danish, so I didn't really know football, and I wasn't that interested in football back then. But I just thought it was a fun game, and I just ever since then I've just been an Arsenal fan because that was my first club I managed.
Makes sense. Makes sense. As good a reason as any.
Yeah, and and then I think what 6 years ago, probably. I had to go for some training in London, and it turned out that Arsenal were playing at home that weekend against Aston Villa, and I bought a ticket for it, so I stayed a little bit longer after the training course was done to watch the Arsenal Aston Villa game, and we won. I think it was 5-0. Which was nice, and I was sitting right behind the Arsenal bench, basically. So I could have basically spat Arsene Wenger in the neck if I wanted to, but I didn't though.
Okay.
uh, uh, so yeah, it was really cool. That was a really cool experience. That was a really cool experience.
Ah,
And that was obviously at Emirates Stadium, not Highbury. I really wish I experienced Highbury.
so I don't. I remember being there, and I remember it was daunting for me because I was a little kid, but
Mhm.
uh, I really enjoyed it. I do remember really enjoying it, but I don't remember the specifics of it. I we were playing uh, West Ham, I think it was.
Oh, the old enemy.
Yeah, and we won. I remember we won. I don't remember what the score was, but as I said, it was the whole experience. It wasn't until like probably years afterwards when I went up to secondary school and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, football this and football that," and that's like, "Oh, do you support Arsenal?" I suppose, and that was it. That was it. Really, it was
Yeah.
that was my my foray into it. Right, so that's good. That's good. So are we good here? We're good here. Awesome. This is not ideal, but it's fine.
So it's funny because I mean Danish football. I really don't care. It's just not at a high enough level that I think it's fun to watch. That's basically it. I don't think it's fun to watch because why watch that when I can watch the Premier League where it's so much better football?
Yeah, yep. I can't argue with that at all because
I mean, I don't like to watch the Championship either.
oh
I mean,
crap.
why would I want to watch the Championship when I can watch the Premier League?
Well, there are some people that like lower football.
Yeah, there are. I just don't.
I mean, I've seen.
It's not for me.
I mean, I've actually watched. Well, Margate aren't even at team, but Gillingham. I watched Gillingham play a few times. They're like the local team, which they're not local. They're quite a distance away from me, but I have seen them play a few times, and it's like, oh yeah, and the passion is just as strong, absolutely just as strong, but the expertise is clearly not.
No. So yeah, but I do I do understand that, and I suppose in Denmark there are two teams that I would support if I watched Danish football, and that would be Brøndby. Just because I know their former keeper.
Okay.
I grew up with him, kind of. Well, with his big brother. I went to school with his big brother, so I know him from there. And then HB Køge, because I'm from Køge.
Oh, fair enough.
And now Daniel Agger. Daniel Agger is the manager of Køge, and he's also a player now. He actually registered as a player.
Okay, as you do.
Yeah. So that could be kind of interesting. That could be kind of interesting to see Aga in action again. I mean, he was a brilliant defender. I would say he was one of the best defenders ever. He was unfortunate to be hit by a lot of injuries, but other than that, when he played really, really well. You remember him from Liverpool?
I do recognise the name, but I can't. I don't know. I know nothing about them, but I do recognise the name. Right, if this wants to be renamed to.
So when he was fit, he would be in the starting lineup every time for Liverpool. But he did have a lot of injuries.
Nah.
I guess he played alongside Sami Hyypiä for most of his career.
Okay, that name doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
Got some steel up here. Let's steal some steel from here for the. Let's steal some fuel.
Let's bring you down here.
Why did they make 4 rocket fuel? I thought you did.
I'm not getting any processing units.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Didn't realise. I thought the machine that makes flamethrower ammo. I thought it stacked up to 100, but apparently it stacks to 4 in the machine and then stops. Goes, oh no, I can't do anymore.
Ah, yeah.
So I have to
The
put
machines
outputs
don't stack as high
No.
as the.
But I thought they did, because I'm sure I've come down and picked up 100, but that might be when you force feed it loads of steel.
That could well be. That could well be.
Okay, so this is not ideal for what we're doing here, is it? We really what I should have done up here is actually have the light fuel be converted into... Is it better to convert light fuel into...
I think light
solid
fuel is
fuel?
better for solid fuel. I think. I'm not sure.
Because it's weird here, because it's got on the calculator, it's got using chemical plants for light fuel and petroleum. But then I think it's using the petroleum as well. It's trying to use up all the resources, because otherwise you end up stuck with petroleum.
Yeah.
So maybe I should have actually rebuilt this in a better way, so that it uses solid fuel. It uses that to make sure, because our solid fuel is just, it's an afterthought. It's an absolute afterthought.
Yeah. Okay. So
Is
that's
solid
not so
fuel
good.
needed anywhere else? Or is it?
I think it's needed for some science, isn't it? No, it's not.
No, we're not. The only place we use it
No.
is in trains right now. So,
Yeah.
so do I want to redesign this already? Yes, I might as well redesign this before it starts doing stuff. That's what I should do before it actually starts doing anything. Let's have a look at redesigning it so that it makes the stuff I want it to make.
Why do I have 2 of them? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Because I've got solid fuel coming in here. What if it just had the pipes come in? Then made the stuff that way instead. What if I did that? Can I do that? Can I do that? I feel like I could do that. I feel like that's a thing that's doable. I need more chemical plants, but it's fine. So if we did like that, and that. I don't know whether this is a good idea or not.
I have no idea.
Will the pipes be able to keep up? How do pipes work? Who knows? They're like magnets. I don't understand how pipes work in this game. I'll be quite honest with you. I've tried looking it up. I've tried figuring it out. It makes no sense. So I don't know how to try and decipher how any of that works.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
Well, why not?
Because I don't know either.
It's just not good enough. I don't know. Put that there, that can power all of them, but then that won't actually help me get the stuff out. Put it there, I can get the stuff in. That's not helpful. God damn machines and having to have certain inputs in certain places. We hate it.
Please go tear out those trees so the robots can put them in Dang it. Right, fine. I'll do it myself. You're too lazy.
Let me have that coming down there.
Right, why is no one going to fill in that spot? Go fill it in. I have power. I have rails. Fill in the rail that is missing.
No, you just call us lazy.
Well, they are. Oh, it's because it was far, far, far away, that robot. Apparently. I am out of signals, so that's something that we'll have to put in later. Where? There it is. What? Oh, inventory is full. Okay. Because of all the damn trees.
Your favourite thing in the whole wide world.
Yep.
Ah, no, I need to go through.
So a funny story about trees. When I was a kid, I don't know how old I've been, maybe 12, some 10 to 12 years old. I had my cousin over playing, and he's the same age as me. We're a month apart, and he climbed up into an apple tree, quite high, quite high, in our garden, and I knew that he was terrified of spiders. I mean, literally, it was a phobia. It still is. So I was standing on the ground, and he must have been like 5-6 meters up in the
Right.
tree or something like that. And I was standing on the ground, and I said to him, "Hey, there's a spider next to your hand," and he just let go of the tree. It fell down.
Okay.
He just let
Okay.
go. Luckily,
Screw
nothing.
this. I'm out.
Yeah.
See ya later.
Exactly. So funny. Because he didn't get hurt badly. Of course, he hurt himself. He was crying, but nothing broke or anything like that. So I could laugh without having a guilty conscience.
Fair enough. Yeah. Wow.
That was funny.
There's a spider. Screw this. I'm out. See you later.
And I was like 5-6 meters under him. There was no way I could see if there was a spider. He just believed me and let go.
Rocket fuel pickup. Enter. Wait, what? Why does solid fuel pickup have the rocket fuel pickup? Oh, we named that station wrong. Fine, fine.
All right. We're pretty much done with moving the tracks. It took a while, but
Yep, and
it's
we
almost done.
are out of time.
We are.
We are.
We are.
So shall we leave this and come back next week and
Let's
take it from there?
Yeah. And Arsenal is going to crush Manchester City in 9 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So
You don't sound as optimistic as I am.
no, because Man City are the best team in the Premiership at the moment, and we're not. But
Yeah,
we'll see.
that is
We'll see.
true.
Hopefully, I'm wrong. And by the
Yeah.
time this episode comes out, people will know. So, but anyway,
Yeah.
so yes, thank you very much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this one, and hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.
Bye bye.